And we're back. Wow. It seems like it was just 41 days ago.
Just 41?
41 days ago. I'm Gary. This is Matt. Welcome to our third live stream here on Revu2u. We're glad that you could make it and take a little bit of time here on your Saturday morning. We're going to get into it here. We're going to give away some stuff, Matt. What else are we going to do? I think we got a rundown, don't we, Brandon?
Well, first off, I think Saturday's the right day, right? First one was on a Monday.
Yep.
And it happened to be a holiday. Got some negative feedback on that.
Right.
Then we did a Sunday.
Yep.
Got some more negative feedback on that.
Right.
And here we are on Saturday.
I think Saturday's the day.
Some positive feedback on this one. Do you guys like the day? Is there a better day, better time? Let us know.
Yeah, YouTube analytics, they say Saturday morning at 8 a.m.
I thought they said Sunday, and that's why we did Sunday before.
No. We did Sunday because Brandon couldn't come into town and do Saturday. And so without Brandon, we got nothing happening around here. So that's why we did it on Sunday.
Well, here we are on Saturday. Hopefully this is the right day and time. Let us know, please.
That's right. What are some things we want to mention out of the gate? We
have a rundown.
Yep. If you're not following us on our social, please do that on the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter.
Definitely the TikTok. We got something exciting planned there. So as soon as we get up to enough followers to do lives, we're going to start doing live unboxings here daily and maybe even some giveaways and things like that just on TikTok. So
if
you haven't joined there already, please do.
This is true. Facebook as well.
Yeah.
What else? Maybe a little Twitch at some point?
It's attractive, but I don't have too much time for gaming right now. But
what about this though, Matt?
What
about Amazon Live?
Oh, come on. Are we going to tip our hat on that right now?
Dude, I think we need to do that. A little Amazon Live.
Absolutely.
Anyway, let's go down the rundown for today's stream. We're going to get her going here with the Winner's Circle. If you don't know what the Winner's Circle is, it's our membership program here on Revu2u, and it comes with a lot of really cool benefits. You get special emojis. You've got the badges, that change every month that you're a member. And then I think probably the coolest thing that Matt came up with is the Winner's Circle guest review program. So every Sunday, Matt comes into the warehouse here, and he picks a product. And every one of the members of the Winner's Circle is in our Wheel of Fortune, our spin Wheel of Fortune. Matt gets up, spins the wheel, and that member of the Winner's Circle gets the product. And the one caveat is we ask that you tell us what you liked about the product, what you didn't like about the product, and what do you score it on a scale of 1 to 10. So Matt came up with that. We think it's a great thing, great benefit for our members of the Winner's Circle. And we're really, really thankful for all the members, by the way. And I think we should give a shout out to all of our members of the Winner's Circle, Matt. Should we do that real quick?
Sure. While you cue that up, again, as Gary says, really, really thank you, our members for, your support each month. And that really, really helps us because, as you know, we get our product for free from Amazon. However, we pay for the shipping. So whenever somebody wins something, we're paying $50, $60 sometimes for the larger items to send them back to the East Coast. So that's why we came up with the program. It just helps offset those costs for us and allows us to do more videos. So again, thank you all for doing that. And one more thing I want to mention, even if you aren't interested in becoming a member, or one other way you can support us is anytime you're going to buy something on Amazon, click on one of our affiliate links in our video to take you to Amazon and then do your shopping. Because what that does, even if you don't buy the product that we linked you to, Amazon still gives us some commission on anything you sell. And that little bit helps us with shipping and helps us grow the channel. So again, if you could do that, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, great points, Matt. Just running down. I'd like to thank our very, very first member, Joe Regis. Thanks, Joe. Joe's up to a blue badge now. So everybody going on their second month now has got the blue badges.
Love it.
The first month out of the gate, you've got the gold badge. So that's something that kind of automatically changes. And then all of our members have access to a plethora of different emojis that they can leave in comments, which are kind of cool. There's some funny ones in there of you with your Richard Simmons kind of get up. But thank you, Joe Regis. Email me later. Thank you so much. Gabrielle Bamber, one of our longest supporters of the channel. Thank you. Joseph Fullmine. Thank you. C. Lemensky, Tabor Tech, Sandy Rose, who came over from our battery review, was referred over to us by that guy. Forget his name right now, that lives in Utah. Super nice guys. Thank you, Sandy Rose. Brooklyn English Bulldog, Eve, thank you so much. Sarah Owen, thank you. Stacy Davis, Sydney Anderson, and last but not least, Dana Spallina.
Love it.
Yeah, thank you. These are all the members of the Winner Circle, and we'll connect with you guys tomorrow on our normal guest product review segment.
And we already have some feedback from some of our guest product reviewers, right? That we're going to run through today.
That's right.
I'm excited about those.
We've got 2 guest reviewers today that have broken down and given us their take on their product.
Sweet.
So, all right. So that's the Winner Circle, and then the merch store. Do we have that up on the graphic? So that's up now. It's been up for about a month. And we've got some nice stuff in there. Not to just shill all of our stuff, but here's a shirt that I'm wearing right now that is on there. And it's called Out of the Box. You guys have heard that if you've been on the channel very long. I'll sometimes mention that in the videos. And so that's there. We've got some great sweatshirts. As it's getting colder now and you want to bundle up, we've got some really nice sweatshirts. I think I wore one of our sweatshirts in our last video last Monday, right?
Yeah, the cooler video we did together in studio here.
Let's see. We've got some nice shirts. We've got some cups. But anyways, you can find all of our merch and link to the merch store on the main landing page under store. So give that a view if you want. Check that out. And then so we've got a product review that we're going to do today. And we're going to take a look at a DeWalt wet dry vacuum. So we'll do that here in a little bit.
Well, I'm really excited about this one. This one has a special trick.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty cool. Matt's got a little area over there set up to do a demo of this product. So we're excited about that. So we'll get to that. And then we'll take a look at some of the stuff that we're considering doing product reviews on for the month of December, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to get in there and touch base on some of the December stuff.
I think so.
All right. And then we'll announce our winners from the month of October. This is normally the live stream. We usually do this around, the first week of the month. And again, we'll throw Brandon under the bus. Brandon couldn't get out here earlier in the month. So we've pushed it back here a little bit. And so we're going to be looking back and announcing all of our winners from the month of October. And then we'll get into a little live Q&A. And then, of course, as always, we're going to do some giveaways. And so we've got 3 really cool giveaways. And as always, if you guys are interested in throwing your hat in the ring, the link in the description will take you to a form. Well, all you have to do is enter your YouTube username and hit enter. And you'll be entered. And we'll do a drawing here at the end. And we'll put you in the Wheel of Fortune. And we'll be giving away these 3 awesome products. I think, do we have a shot of those? Can you see those pretty good?
Here.
Yeah. So we've got some smart goggles by Therabody. We've got the HYTE Eclipse HG10 wireless gaming headset. And then we've got the Nikon MGX Pro for iPhone. And it's similar to that product that we did, the Razer gaming product.
Yes, and as well as the Turtle, it wasn't Turtle Beach. There was another one we did last month as well. I'm seeing a lot of these coming onto the market right now. So
yeah. So those are the 3 giveaways for today. For your chance to win one of these products we're giving away, super simple. Subscribe to the channel and then go to that link, as I said, and enter your information. Not a lot of information, just your YouTube name.
Do we want to talk about that change we made to entries?
Yeah. So as you guys know, if you follow the channel, we've been having some issues, not unlike a lot of, I think, channels on YouTube as of late, with scammers.
Yeah.
People dropping into the comments section, asking you to send a text or use
Telegram.
Yeah. That's not us. No. We're never going to ask you guys to do that.
And we're really susceptible to this because, I mean, we were one of the few channels that actually always give stuff away. So, we can definitely see how confusing it would be when somebody received a message saying they won, because that's what we do. So this is the means that we came up with to deal with the scammers and keep our community safe from them. So this just allows, this gives us a way to communicate with you and notify you once you won. We can do that directly via email, whereas how we were doing it via the comments, a lot of times YouTube wasn't sending out the notifications. People weren't finding out that they actually won, and then they had to figure out whether the message was actually from us that you won or whether it was from a scammer. So that's why we're doing it this new way. We understand there's some people out there that like the old way better, but unfortunately we had to make this change just to keep our community safe.
Yeah, and so I've been mentioning it in the posting. Continue to leave comments. We love
Absolutely.
the comments. We love to engage with you guys, and email me later, and Mike Morgan, and I mean some of the folks that support the community are hilarious in the comments section. So please don't stop doing that. We love the comments.
That was our only hesitation for switching it,
yeah.
or for not switching it, right? Is we didn't want to remove that sense of community we built in the comments. So we're actually going to start something new probably next month during our live, where we're going to highlight, the top 3, top 5 of our favorite comments from you guys throughout the month. So keep them up. We love how clever you guys are, and we don't want that to stop.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get into the winner's circle, guest reviewer.
Let's do it.
And so, as I mentioned just a second ago, part of the winner's circle program, our membership program here on Revu2u, is the guest reviewer program. So we send a product out to one of our lucky subscribers or members, and we ask them that they tell us what they liked about the product, what they didn't like about the product, and what they scored it on a scale of 1 to 10. So kind of a mini version. They send it to us in written form, and if they want, they could do a video. But we're just getting this thing going, and we think it's going to be kind of a fun feature on the channel. So our first guest reviewer was Brooklyn English Bulldog, and she took a look at the Hydro Flask 20-liter carry cooler. So if you want to go to my screen, that's the product. And so here was Brooklyn English Bulldog's take, and I'm just going to read it verbatim. I might edit it a little bit, but here we go. What I liked about the cooler is its size for taking to the beach or for an afternoon at the park with the grandkids. It comes with 2 different types of straps. One type is permanently attached, and the other is removable, crossbody and shoulder strap that is nicely cushioned as well. So she liked the straps. Empty, it is very light, only 2 pounds and 6 ounces with both straps on the cooler. The insides of the cooler had no seams, making it easy to wipe down and clean up. And I didn't think I liked the exterior of the cooler, thinking it would be hard to keep clean. But in using it a couple of times, she got some black marks on the fabric, and it wiped right off. so that's good. What I didn't like about the cooler, it really isn't made to just put ice in the cooler and go. So you have to make sure you have ice packs frozen and on the ready when you want to use this thing. So sharp objects, too, are a concern. Can damage the liner. I feel like it should come with at least some type of ice pack. Say it has insulated technology, keeps content cold for up to 24 hours. Not without ice packs, it doesn't. All right, so that's a good pro tip. So ice packs. The interior liner is not fitted to the shell very well and is loose fitting. The zipper is a normal type and would have liked a more durable, heavier duty zipper. And the last thing I did not like about this cooler is it doesn't have side handles to just pick up and easily carry away. All right, so what does she score it? She gives it a 7. 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
So I like the looks of this thing. I think it's perfect for the beach, as she said. And so her key takeaway was it's got to have ice packs. All right. So the next product, reviewer, thank you so much.
That was a great review.
It was outstanding. Thank you so
Excellent
much.
job. Thank you.
For doing that, Brooklyn English Bulldog. And so let's get on to our second one. And it was from our good friend, Sarah Owen. And so Sarah was taking a look at the dash. There it is. The Zarkanian. How do you pronounce that guy's name, Matt?
Zarkanian. Yeah.
Zakarian.
Zakarian. Jeff Zakarian, yeah.
Is that the product?
Dash cast iron skillet, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so there it is.
I really like that skillet.
Yeah, you were going to make some chicken in that thing.
God, I love me some fried chicken. When I see cast iron skillet, that's what I think fried chicken. To me, that's what cast iron skillets are for. So,
dude, this is a $42 skillet.
Oh man, and it's heavy. Like it's a legit cast iron skillet. So,
all right, so let's hear what Sarah thought about this thing. So she says, I love that it has a lid with it, and it looks very nice. I love that it has a non-stick surface. It has lots of room to cook larger meals. It's extremely heavy, though, with the lid on it, so she needs to be extremely careful about moving it or something, or setting it on top of a glass stovetop. Don't expect to move it with one arm if you're a smaller person. So she was going to cook on it last night. I have not looked in the emails to see what her dish was.
Came out?
Yeah. But just on first blush, she gave it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
All right. So that's how that works. It's the Winner Circle Guest Reviewer Program.
And you know what? There's something that really sent a light off in my head during that review, and that was the glass stove top, right? And that's what I love about these guest product reviewers is I don't have a glass stove top, right? So getting that feedback from other people who are in different situations, have different setups at home, that's really cool.
Yeah, and the heaviness of it as well. Obviously,
yes.
You go to the gym every day, you're constantly working out. Your level of strength compared to normal people is
it's a great point.
Right. So that's a heavy duty skillet, man, especially when you consider you got the lid on there.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you both, Sarah and English Bulldog, for contributing and doing those reviews. That's how that works. So if you want to be involved, go ahead and sign up for the Winner Circle, and we'll stick your name on the Wheel of Fortune and send you out something to review.
That's right. We got plenty of products and not enough reviewers. Not enough time.
All right. So speaking of reviews, let's get into our review that's going to be posted on Monday. So don't leave a comment in the comments below on this thing. But today's review is going to get going right now. All right, that's the product. So Matt, have you ever spilt something in the car and you just don't feel like going to the car wash to vacuum it out? Well, today's product will let you stay at home and clean up that mess. Today's product is the DeWalt 20-volt max cordless wet dry vacuum. So what's in the box, Matt? It's a beautiful DeWalt product.
You know, I really love DeWalt boxes, the yellow.
Yeah.
It's just the perfect
It's
color.
iconic.
It is, right? So, Gary, the reason I picked out this vacuum over all the other ones out there and available right now is the fact that it uses the DeWalt batteries.
Yeah.
Right? So,
let me just real quickly tell everybody what's in the box. So, out of the box, you've got the 8-pound cordless wet dry vac, as we see there. Comes with a 5-foot heavy-duty crush-resistant hose. You're looking at about 1.25 inches in diameter on that bad boy. It comes with 1 crevice tool attachment and 1 wide nozzle tool attachment. And then, of course, a filter. It's a good-looking unit. And you continue where you were heading there with what really makes this thing unique, and that's the batteries, right?
no cord, right? All those DeWalt batteries that you have for all those other DeWalt tools that you purchased over the years, just take that battery, you pop it right in there like that, and look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. And look at the way the attachments are set up on it. Sorry, I shouldn't have pulled it off on that side, but you can see, I mean, it's just so clean. And the way it's been designed here, I mean, it literally is like version, 5.0 of a product, which I love, right? That when you see products start to mature, and this is definitely a case of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you've got any of the DeWalt products or similar batteries, right, that would work, that's what really makes, this thing valuable and cost effective, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, if you've got the batteries, because I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but this unit does not come with a battery or a charger.
Yes.
And so, again, if you've got, the DeWalt family of products, you obviously most likely have some of the batteries. And so you've got a 60 volt. This is a 20 volt battery typically, but you've got the 60 volts. So tell the folks why that's kind of an interesting deal.
Yeah. So again, DeWalt battery. Well, first off, the DeWalt tools have they can be a 60 volt tool, like a leaf blower or a weed whacker. There's some 40 volt tools out there, and then they have like the drills and stuff, which are all 20 volt drills or 20 volt tools. And because of that, you have the batteries in different sizes. So you can see all these two here are 20 volts, and even those are different sizes, right? So in the 20 volts, you have one that might have, I don't know how many amp hours this is, but that's how much electricity it holds. Mm-hmm. So what I love about the vacuum is the fact that you can use the 60 volt, even though it's a 20 volt tool, you can use these 60 volt flex batteries in it. And I mean, if this thing runs for 20 minutes on a 20 volt, it's going to run for an hour on a 60 volt. So you're getting, 3 times as much energy or usage from it. So to me, that's awesome. You have 2-3 of these batteries with you, and you could vacuum a 3,000 square foot house without running out of battery.
Well, that's not really the mission for this bad boy, right? You're going to be using this to hit the car. If you do construction, let's say you're an electrician and you want to make sure that your workspace is cleaned up after you've done your job, perfect for that kind of stuff, right?
Or
really
cleaning the car.
The boat, in your situation, the RV, right? Perfect for that. 2-gallon capacity on this bad boy. Mm-hmm. And the most critical differentiator, wet dry.
Yeah.
So let's get into...
Well, Let's see it work.
A little demo
Yeah.
and see how this bad boy, number one, picks up some water, and number two, we'll get some coffee grounds over there.
Let's show with the coffee grounds first. So we got them set up over here. Got our vacuum. Let's see how this thing sucks.
All right, let's do it. Not bad. Not bad.
So
Nice. No. I mean, not the toughest duty there, picking up coffee grounds, but shoot, man, it did a good job at that. All right, so what I really want to see is I want to see this thing empty this bucket of water. So we're looking at what, a gallon and a half?
Yep.
Gallon and a half of water. So the capacity on this thing, as I said a second ago, is 2 gallons. But let's see how it does with this bucket. Now, think of this bucket maybe as, what if you had a toilet that you were going to change? This thing would empty the toilet easily, right, Matt?
Yeah. So what about 2.5 gallons in a toilet? And that's what this holds.
So perfect for that.
Yeah. Have you ever vacuumed out a toilet though?
No.
I'm not sure I would recommend.
Well, I mean, if you're a plumber and you're on the job and you've got to change out the toilet, you know, that's like, you got to get it done, right?
Yeah.
So vacuuming maybe is not the best way to do that, but it can be done. So
We ready to suck up this water?
let's do it.
Let's make Gary some coffee. So let's make pretty quick work of it. I mean, water for a vacuum is probably one of the hardest things to vacuum up or to suck up. And look at that. It destroyed that gallon and a half of water in literally 30 seconds.
That's solid.
Yeah.
I love that. Could sit here and do that all day, man.
Where's your coffee cup?
No, I'm good.
Let me
I'm
throw it in
good.
reverse.
No. But can you do a reverse? Would it blow the water out?
It does. You know, that's the coolest thing about it. It's not going to blow the water out.
Okay.
But it is like a true wet dry vac in that, you know.
Well, that's the other thing too, Matt, right?
let's
Is
say
you
you
can
need-
use this as a to blow up your air mattress.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Or suck the air out of the cooler that we did last week.
That's right. We did the Angle BP25.
That's right.
It had a vacuum suction thing there. So
I mean, so with the blow, I mean, you could blow up a paddleboard with that. I mean, there's plenty of you know, both sucking and blowing power there. So, and for the price,
yeah, what are we looking at here? $109.
I mean,
Yeah.
show me a better value out there.
3-year warranty.
Yeah.
If you've got any of the DeWalt 20-volt batteries, you're going to be set. I like this thing. I like
do.
this thing.
I mean, the size is perfect for me.
So what'd you like about it?
I like the size and I love the batteries. This is the game changer for me. And not having a cord on a vacuum, I mean, I think at least 50% of the time when I need to use a vacuum, there isn't a cord around or a close one.
Right.
And I have to go get an extension cord or something like that. So I love that about it.
What don't you like?
I'd probably have to use it a little more. I had a little higher expectations with the coffee grounds.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of expecting it just to suck them all up in one instance, but the reality of it is it was blowing in the same side of the unit where I was sucking it up, so it was kind of sucking and blowing the grounds around at the same time. So, I don't know. I love how it looks. I can't find anything off the top where I dislike about it.
I mean, it's a great brand, right? We're big fans of the DeWalt brand on the channel. Are there more powerful vacuums in this category? Sure, absolutely. But from what I've read and researched, none have better battery capacity. So we're looking at around 8 hours is what kind of some of the tests that I've looked at are running, which is far and away better than some of the other brands that are making this kind of 8-pound, wet dry cordless vacuum. So
Yeah.
I think it's a nice unit, especially if you've got some of the DeWalt batteries in your arsenal already, right?
Right. Or
So-
if you're like a handyman, or let's say you're a floor installer and you're out there cutting wood floors, and you just hook that nozzle up to your miter saw,
Yeah.
and it's sucking up the sawdust as you're working. So I think in that case, again, where an outlet might not be available, this is perfect, absolutely perfect.
All right, Matt. I think the people are waiting. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do we rate it?
I think right now I'd give it a solid 8. I mean, I'm not blown away by anything on it. It's vacuum, so I don't see any reason to go higher than that. But there's nothing wrong with this thing.
Yeah, so I think an 8 is justified if you're in the DeWalt family and you've got those batteries.
Yeah.
That's the real differentiator with this bad boy, right?
Yeah.
So how do you get your hands on one of these? Well, you got a couple options. You can follow our purchase link that we've included in the description below and up in the top right and pick one up for $109.99. Or, Matt, you can enter the Revu2u drawing and try to win ours for free. The rules are very simple now. To enter, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and find the hashtag we've hidden somewhere in today's review. Once you've done all three of those things, click on the link in the description. That's how we enter now. And enter the hidden hashtag that we showed you in today's review. That's it. Now you're entered. All right. That's a cool looking vacuum, Matt. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, Brandon.
I actually got 2 of these.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I bought one for myself, and of course, whenever I find something I really like, we get a second one and bring it to the channel.
That was fun. I like doing demos and vacuuming stuff up, right? I think vacuum cleaner demos are one of the easiest, and I don't know, just there's something compelling about seeing stuff sucked up.
Yeah.
Right? Water, coffee grounds. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah. And with this little guy constantly shedding, I just love having a vacuum that works, because I must use a vacuum every other day in my car. He leaves so much, and of course he sits on the front seat. So
I know.
As soon as he gets out, I got to clean it up for the next person who gets in. So
we've got 2 Australian Shepherds, Jack and Gracie, and there is hair everywhere in our
it's so
house.
bad.
And I think that Silver's hair would probably be more challenging because they're little.
Yeah.
The little hairs, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, Jack, their hair kind of bundles up, and turns into little fur balls.
Yeah.
That's a little bit easier to pick up. But it's the price we pay for having these dogs, and it's well worth it.
We just find great products to mitigate those negative consequences, right?
That's right.
And this is one of those.
Well, speaking of products, what are we thinking about for December?
Well, we got a couple smartwatches. So I'm really liking the smartwatches. Apparently you guys too, because we're getting great views on those. So I'm liking the Samsung watch.
Yeah.
That's coming out.
Okay.
I want to check that out. I'm still trying to find a replacement for this Apple Watch. I see you're still rocking yours.
Yeah. I thought about getting the new one, the Ultra, for a minute. Read a bunch of reviews. Good friend of mine, David Martin, David. David has one. He likes it. But I don't know. I like my watch.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's just everybody else has the exact same thing, and there's nothing unique about it. It looks like an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Not even a watch. It just looks like an Apple Watch.
Right.
And I don't know. Lately, I've ever since that Fossil watch, I love that one. To me,
good looking.
It's the right size. It was the right weight. I mean, all the things that the Apple Watch doesn't have. So
yeah.
So we got some watches.
Okay.
December, we gotta highlight some toys. So
all right.
Looking at some more remote control stuff. We just did the plane, but we always getting requests for some cars, maybe even some boats. What else we got? Anything you are excited or want to see?
Oh boy, I love the watches. I think those are great. They do well on the channel for some reason. I like stuff that flies. I love the radio controlled, whether it's drones or the airplanes or the helicopters. They don't seem to do that well for us in terms of videos, but I love them. And I want to be the pilot in the next flight video we have, Matt. Okay, it's not a knock on you, buddy. You're a great pilot, but I want to get behind the stick, man.
Oh, come on over. Do you know how hard it is to shoot and fly a plane at the exact same time?
You did a great job. You got a little bit of help from Hawk, it looked like.
Yes. Hawk is my savior when it comes to those situations.
And you ended up in the tree as usual.
Thankfully, Brandon didn't show that clip, but now that you want to tell everybody about it,
it's all right.
Right after I tell people not to fly it around trees that you
Yeah.
can get it stuck in. Yeah, that was
It's
awesome.
interesting. That plane looked like it was really like heavy in the air, right? Like its attitude was really kind of nose up, and it wasn't gaining any altitude. So it seemed like it was real heavy. Was it a hard plane to fly?
I had it in expert mode, and it made it really twitchy.
Okay.
Right, and I think the video that got used, most of the footage got used on the video. Now, I gotta say, I've been flying these planes for a bit now, and I've purchased some of the much more expensive ones from, say, E-Flight or some of these other like big brand name hobby remote control planes. And I tell you what, and then I've had these cheaper planes from Amazon. We've even reviewed them on the channel before. And there's always been a clear difference between one of these, what you would say is a hobby grade remote control plane, like these E-Flight ones we've done in the past, and these other ones that I've gotten off Amazon. And in this case, Gary, this is these two planes, the $85 one that we tested and the $200 one from E-Flight, just as much power. They use the exact same batteries. I think the controller's not as nice, so that I think that's where you're getting a little trade-off. But from a plane perspective, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And this is really the way you want to begin, because when I first got into these remote control planes, I bought these really expensive ones, right? And I build them, and you get them together, and then you realize, I don't know how to fly this thing. And you don't want to learn how to fly on an expensive plane.
No, especially when you've put how many hours into building it.
That's right. And that's why this one's perfect. That's why, if this is really something that interests you, just spend the money, get this plane. You can't go wrong with it. All you're going to do is lose it.
I wonder if the RC industry has been negatively affected by the onset of drones being so prevalent, right? Because these drones, man, you really don't have to have much skill to fly a drone these days.
And that's the difference, right? Is for me.
But has that taken away from people that would have maybe bought an RC plane? Are they now doing drones? That's I guess what I'm interested in, or I wonder if that's happening.
That is interesting. I'm going to tell you my opinion of it, though. I think there's two types of drones. There's a first person, right, where you're wearing the goggles, and that's more arcadish, right? And I think that's probably more similar than flying an RC helicopter and RC plane.
Oh, sure, yeah.
A drone to me is more like it's a piece of equipment. It's like a camera.
You're not doing it for fun or entertainment.
I mean, how much fun is there in flying a drone? There's not a ton of skill to it.
Yeah, you're right. It's almost
good.
It's almost an extension of the camera.
Yeah.
For most people.
That's it.
That's how they use it.
Yeah.
Like I never fly my drone just to go fly the drone, right? You're always trying to capture video or something. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I think these remote control planes, they're more of a hobby, whereas a drone, it's more of a hobby if you're doing the first person perspective, or you're using it for photography. So from a entertainment or actually getting, enjoyment out of it, I don't know. I don't get it out of flying a drone, but I certainly do a plane or a helicopter.
What do you got?
In the comments real quick, Joe Regis said, let's get Gary his pilot wings.
Well, here's something. Gary used to actually have his pilot's license.
No, I still do.
You still do? Okay.
Yeah,
you still
once
current?
you're that's the differentiator, right? So
Yeah.
once you take your private pilot's license exam, you're always a private pilot.
Yeah.
That's it, right? The key is to stay current with your medical, and then every 2 years you have to take an hour of ground and an hour in the cockpit with the instructor. So no, I'm not current right now. I stopped flying really and sold the plane and all that when Kiana was born.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
2 more things real quick.
yep.
Going back to the watches, Darren said that, Darren L said, I really love the fossil you sent me. Still wear it every day. Love how it tracks sleep cycles.
Well, Darren, that's good to hear because I think about that watch quite often. So I'm glad to hear that it's in good hands and being enjoyed.
Yep. Darren was saying how much he liked the Fossil watch that he'd won because Brandon doesn't have a mic over there. So, yeah, that's awesome, Darren. I think we got to mention, man, that whiskey was phenomenal. Bourbon?
Bourbon, yes.
Bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good. In fact, we might do a little toast on the way out with with a little bit of that. Should we duck into the comments, Brandon? And was there anything else that came up?
Sydney just had a funny comment. She said, right now my watch is, honey, what time is it?
All right.
But no, not really.
All right. Cool. All right. So December RC watches, toys.
I think we got a couple, some new kitchen stuff from Ninja.
Okay.
I believe we got some Ninja stuff, but we're still building the calendar. So if you got any ideas or suggestions or new products that you would love to see reviewed, please let us know.
Yeah, please let us know anytime you've got any ideas or suggestions on how we can make the channel better. And you can either leave that in the particular video you're watching or in the community section. Matt and I and Brandon really appreciate a lot of the thoughtful comments that you guys give us. So, all right, well, there's December. What do we want to get into now? Should we take a look back and announce who our October winners were? Beautiful. Let's do it. October winners. And again, we're a little late on that. October seems so long ago right now, doesn't it, Matt?
Oh, my gosh.
As we're getting into to turkey time right now. But the month of October started out with spookiest Halloween products on Amazon. And I thought that was you did a great job on that video.
Well,
by the way.
Thanks. That's
I thought those were pretty cool. The stickers looked really spooky and scary. You had your house all decorated up. It looked awesome. And so the winner of the spookiest Halloween products on Amazon was Decisive Battle. Congratulations, Decisive Battle. And hopefully you got a chance to use those before Halloween. If not, save those up for next Halloween. And then next up was 3 pumpkin spice products you have to try. And I never did get a taste of that pumpkin bread.
I was going to say, this one hasn't been claimed. We haven't heard from our winner, right?
Yeah.
Perhaps if I would have threw in a batch of those cookies, it would be a different story.
Maybe that was what was missing. He just said,
those
"You know
cookies
what?
were money.
I'm not going to take." But that was N. Somebody named N
Yep.
was the winner of the 3 pumpkin spice products you have to try. So N is in Nancy. If you're out there, you missed out, pal. All right, next up was the Razer Kishi V2 mobile gaming controller for iPhone. Very similar to the product out here right now on the table that if you want a chance at winning, hit the link in the description below and throw your name in the hat. We're going to be drawing names for these 3 products at the end of the live stream. So the Razer Kishi winner was our good friend, Tabor Tech. Congratulations, Tabor Tech. Let us know what you think of that thing. You've had a chance to play with it for a little bit now. And then next up on our live stream, one of our live stream winners was the Magnavox MP603 home theater projector. We did that again, as I said, on the live stream. And our good friend Joe Regis walked away with that thing. Did you ever get a chance to use that very much?
That was the Magnavox one. I had not used that one, but we got a video coming up maybe next week or the following week where we actually compare 3 of the most popular video projectors on Amazon.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Joe's in the chat. Joe, did you get a chance to try it out yet? See if he's got.
We're on like a 60-second delay.
Oh,
so.
okay. Got it.
Penbar said she'll make us a pumpkin cheesecake.
Ooh.
All right.
Back to the pumpkin products.
I love it. Gabrielle, I look forward to that. That'd be yummy. All right. Next up on the live stream giveaways was the 11-inch Wi-Fi digital picture frame, 2K Ultra HD. That was a sweet product. I love those. I think those kind of products are so cool.
And they're getting so much better. I mean, they don't even look digital.
Yeah.
A lot of times, and they're getting bigger and clearer and higher quality. And I mean, just being able to switch out the picture on the wall.
Yeah. Through your phone.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Really
Yeah.
cool. When I was growing up, we had a big bowl on our dining room table, and they were just pictures in there. But what I thought was really cool is anybody that would come over to the house, they would always go through those pictures.
That's awesome. That's
Right?
a cool thing to do.
Just a picture bowl.
Yeah.
And so a little bit different. These digital picture frames are great, especially for the seniors out there that want to keep an eye on their grandkids.
Yep.
So good product.
Yeah, and that one in particular had a folder so you could, or service so you could send it to the grandparents, but then you could keep updating the photos on it.
Oh, okay.
Remotely, which is awesome, right? Like that's the way to do it.
All right, and the winner of the 11-inch Wi-Fi digital picture frame was Darren L., our bourbon craftsman.
Yes.
Would that be the appropriate name for somebody that's runs a distillery?
I'm not quite sure on that correct lingo there.
All right, Darren, you'll let us know. But congratulations on that. Next up in the live stream was the Shark VM 200P12 Vac Mop Vacuum. And I don't know. Did you get a chance to use this very much?
I did. That's
that the one you took?
That's one similar to the Swiffer. I got that one confused with the one I did on the RV trip. No, I did not get to use that one.
Sarah Owen, congratulations. Sarah walked away with the Shark vacuum. Next up was the DeWalt 8-volt max cordless screwdriver, possibly one of the coolest screwdrivers I've ever seen. Again, not a heavy duty, if you're a construction worker guy, you're going to bring on the job site, but for your everyday kind of, jobs around the house.
Product assembly.
Yeah.
Ugh,
but like I've
lifesaver.
seen you in countless videos use it in tight quarters in the sink, right? Where you don't have the ability to kind of move around and you just flick the wrist and that thing
That's
works.
it. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, that's one of those tools that the minute you get it, you're like, how did I ever live without this thing?
And our winner of that, and I'm going to slaughter this name, is Kakai, our good friend from, I believe he's from Hawaii, right?
Yep, that's where it was delivered to.
So congratulations, Kakai. Next up was the Bissell Turbo Clean Hard Floors Wet Dry Cordless Vacuum. And surprisingly, this has been unclaimed.
Yeah.
By somebody that leaves a comment in all the videos just about in our channel, blessed and highly favored. We never heard from you. So it goes unclaimed. So next up was the Squishmallows on Amazon that we love. And I got to be honest, I was not really familiar with the Squishmallows until my kids told me we've got them all over our rooms, and you didn't even know what they were. I didn't know what the names of those things were. So come to find out, they're a phenomenon. They're huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did a really cool video on the Squishmallows that we love, and our winner was Sydney Anderson, member of our winner circle. So congratulations, Sydney.
That video actually caused a little drama at my house.
How so?
Hawk wanted to win it. I had to inform him he was disqualified and could not enter. But
well,
kids love these things. If you have a grandkid or and you're looking for something to get them for Christmas, honestly, you can't go wrong with those things.
Next up was 3 products to automate your light displays. And excuse me, if you watched that video, we had a guest appearance by Santa Claus doing the voiceover. Thought he did a great job. And our winner was Billy Kidd. And I don't know if you looked into Billy Kidd at all, but Billy is like a big-time photographer in New York City.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No, I haven't looked at his profile.
Like big time. Like,
wow.
Yeah, like big-time magazines, publications, the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah. So congratulations, Billy. And we hope you enjoy those 3 products to automate your light display. Up next was 5 products to keep you cozy this winter. Man, it's cold in here.
I know.
You know, when we started, I think we did our first live stream, it was hot in here, like sweaty hot. And now it's cold. And so I could definitely use one of those cozy products. But man, some of those were funny.
Yeah.
You know, the one blanket in the different kind of poses that you were in.
Yes.
Very, very entertaining. So the winner of the 5 products to keep you cozy this winter was Ryan Picklesmeyer. You think I pronounced that right?
Oh, it looks right.
Picklesmeyer. Anyway, congratulations, Ryan. Next up was Best Beginner Drones on Amazon. And man, some of those drones are pretty cool with the backflips that had kind of built into them.
I was blown away by the value for money here. I mean, most of these drones, I don't think any of them cost over $100, and if they did, it was just over. But these things were so capable.
Yeah.
I mean, the cameras on them were
decent,
good.
Yeah,
decent, as you would say. I mean, you're not gonna shoot necessarily a YouTube video on it, but you could see what's on your roof, or you could, I mean, for a kid or for learning how to use these things before you go and buy a $500-600 unit.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, right? So you see the price of these, and you see the price of eggs and milk, right? And it's getting to be about the same. So that's why I was blown away here, as you know, the value for what you're getting. It's incredible.
Cool. Well, our winner of the Best Beginner Drones on Amazon was Michael Scott. Congrats.
Real quick on that one, Michael's just asking for like an ETA when you should get shipped.
You know, I'm gonna have to check on that one, Michael, because I thought that package went out. However, it still could be on the shelf, so we're gonna get back to you on that. I know we just sent out a bunch last week, or I think it was last week. So I'm sorry, I can't remember right off the top of my head, but I'm gonna get back to you on that one.
All righty. Next up was 3 must-have shark Tank Products. Man, I thought this was really, really a fun video. I had never seen the chainsaw before.
Oh,
That what was the Mighty Carver?
Mighty Carver, yeah. So I've been looking for a good electric knife.
Yeah.
Like I'm always impressed when somebody pulls out that thing and slices up a bird or a piece of meat and makes it look so effortless. And really, that's what that Mighty Carver is. The chainsaw thing, that's just all show, right? That piece of plastic.
Right.
But that is hands down the most capable electric knife I've ever seen.
Really?
So, and for the price, it was only like $70, if I remember right. 70, $80. Yeah, so I had to order me one of those.
And the Vibroom? That seemed kind of cool.
Very handy, especially, with dog hair or here in the studio where you can just make a pile and pick it up without going and finding a dustpan.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I think the thing that impressed me the most was the prep deck. I didn't think that I would really use it that much, but once I had filled all the little condiment dishes and used it with just a cutting board, and I noticed, like with eggs or the top of a jalapeno or something where you would have to open a trash can and throw it away, just flicking it into that little waste bin on that prep deck.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And then at the end, just one big thing into the trash can. To me, that was the coolest feature of it.
And the prep deck was like huge on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like trending all over the place.
Yeah, I was really
liking
surprised
that
about
product.
that.
All right, so the 3 must-have Shark Tank Products winner was Mr. Redford. Congratulations, Mr. Redford.
I mean, look at that knife tear through that chicken. It really is impressive.
Cool. Well, Mr. Redford, we hope you enjoy those 3 awesome products. And then next up was 3 gifts she doesn't know she needs. This was an interesting video, but I mean, if she doesn't know she needs them, why are you giving them to her? Right? Is kind of what I'm thinking.
Well, the minute she has it, she's quickly going to realize, how did I ever live without these, right? And especially the shower filter.
Yeah, that's the one that I just had never heard of. And yet, as I started to research, it was huge.
That's
like
right.
41,000 positive votes on Amazon. That's insane.
And there's real benefit to it, right? Like you can really see the difference in your skin and your hair after using these things. So, I mean, it's just an awareness thing. There's all these cool products and cool things out there that can make your life better, but sometimes it's just about being aware of them.
Yeah.
And that's what that was, or this was for me, is just becoming aware of it.
Yeah, I was unaware of it and was really surprised as I was researching how impressed people were with the product.
Yeah.
So anyway, the winner of the 3 gifts she doesn't know she needs was Alana Laura. Congratulations, Alana. Next up was the Turtle Beach Recon Cloud wired gaming controller. And again, this is kind of one of those turn your phone into a viable gaming device, right?
Yes, this one is geared a little more toward an actual Xbox controller. So that's what made this one unique. And then the phone holder on it was more of an accessory. So let's say you're playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty has a companion app that runs on your phone. So you can have your controller and your companion app going right there, in your hands. So
okay, I got
that's
you.
the major benefit here of this one.
And again, this is another one of those, amazingly, that went unclaimed. Jorge Cruz. Congratulations, you were the winner, but it remains unclaimed. And then we finished up the month of October with the Echo Dot 5th Gen 2022 release. This one has a clock. So you got to play around with this thing quite a bit, and you've had the other Echo Dots. Was there really that much difference with this thing? Other than what I've read and learned about, there's a lot of baked in kind of behind the scenes, sensors that Amazon has put in this new 5th gen. Most of the peripheral stuff, the speaker quality and those things, weren't that significant. It was really the things that most people are unaware of that were baked into this thing. What was your take on it?
So I had I think it's the smallest show, right? It's shaped like about the size of this Echo, or the Dot, and it had the screen on it, right? But the screen's really small. Maybe let's call it 3-4 inches at most, probably closer to 3 inches. And what I've realized is I can't even see the clock on that screen from 3 feet away. I mean, it's just in the middle of the night, it's not convenient. But the new one with all those dots on it, to me, now I can actually see what time it is in a room. So it was a huge difference. It's that's kind of how I evaluate a lot of things is, I compare it to, what I already have and see if it ones up it. And this is a case where this 5th generation definitely one-upped, the smaller Amazon Show, which is supposed to be, the higher device. But the clock on that's what made the difference. The way it was designed with those little lights, you could see it from a half a mile away, I bet. I mean, it's just so clear. It's done right. I really liked it. And frankly, now I got to buy another one unless this person doesn't claim it. I got to buy another one now because it actually one-upped the one I had. So.
Interesting. Now, do you use a lot of the Alexa features? And I know I'm just by saying Alexa, everybody out there is pissed off at me.
Probably. I do at home. At home, everything's Alexa, so I could turn the lights on and off and, go to bed. I say goodbye, Alexa, and she, puts the whole house in the right setting.
Yeah.
Here at the studio, I use Google. And it's, I like them both. They both have their advantages.
What about the Apple HomeKit? Have you tried that at all?
You know what? I haven't. And just because I started with Alexa and the Samsung Smart Things. Yeah. And it's been so easy.
Isn't that how it is, with these ecosystems?
Yeah.
Right? Like I've been kind of, in this Apple ecosystem when it comes to my videos, photos, my devices, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, there's this apprehension to move out and go to Android.
Right.
Right? Which I think might, in a lot of ways, be a superior product.
Yeah.
But I'm so baked into that ecosystem, right?
And these ecosystems cross over so much, right? So, even with a lot of the lights here we use in the studio, it's the same sort of thing where if you use 2 different lights, you got to have 2 different apps.
Yeah.
And nobody likes that. So you invest in one ecosystem and then, like Google's, and then they come out with the Nest products. So you got a thermostat and you got your security cameras, right? So do you want 2 additional apps, or do you just want to use that same ecosystem you have, keep it easy for yourself and just buy one more? So I think that's where, investment in these ecosystems really just dominates, purchase decisions ultimately.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
As time goes on.
I mean, it's by design, right?
Yeah.
I mean, these guys aren't stupid. Well, so there you go. It was a pretty good month in October, and let's get into some Q&A and see what we can find here. Say what?
Who was the winner of the Echo?
Oh, the winner of the Echo was again unclaimed NC. So I'm assuming that's North Carolina 80s or NC 80s lady. She did not claim this prize, the Echo Dot 5th Gen 2022 release.
Well, hopefully she's watching and she sends us an email to winner@revu2u.com.
All right. So again, another reminder, we've got right now 36 entries into our live stream giveaway, where we're going to be giving away 3 great products, the smart goggles by Therabody. Let's take a look at what these are real quick. If you want to bring up my...
Those are pretty good odds of winning. Well, 1 and 33.
You want to face those towards the top down mat?
Sure.
Yeah. Put them all down like that.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me bring up the page here. The Thera.
You got Q&A first, right?
Yeah, we can do the Q&A. I just wanted to tease the 3 products. As I said, we've got 36 entries right now. So I think after the Q&A, we'll shut it down and do the drawing. Okay. So we've got, if you want to, they're all 3 up there. So the smart goggles by Therabody, they're wearable facial massage goggles. Interesting. So Bluetooth enabled stress relief vibration goggles. Have you tried these, Matt?
I have not these particular ones. I have tried other ones before.
Yeah, we did the heated ones with Caitlin. Remember that? Yeah.
I think there's really something to these.
All right, cool. And so it's currently unavailable, by the way. So this is it. You've got this one right here. And then we've also got the HYTE Eclipse wireless gaming headset. 30-hour battery. It's for the PC, PS4, PS5. What do you know about this?
You know, I don't have much experience with this brand, really no experience with this brand. But when I looked at them, they're highly rated. And I'm really interested to hear what our guest review, or, this isn't guest reviewer, but whoever wins this, what they think of them.
I'm sold. If this dog likes these things, I'm in. I'm in. They look really cushy.
Yeah.
All right, so those are up for grabs. And then we've got the Nacon MGX Pro for your iPhone. So this is really for iPhone only. It's a wireless mobile gaming controller. So you slide your phone in that bad boy right there, and it turns your phone into a legitimate gaming console, essentially, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's $100 value. And so all 3 of those are up for grabs. What are we at right now? We've got 40. See, Matt? It made a difference.
Yeah, just got to tell people.
Okay, cool. All right, what are we going to do now? Q&A?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, let's go back here. Let's start with Lee Anthony. After last night, those sound like they would feel amazing. All right, wow. Love the goggles.
I wonder what Lee Anthony did last night.
I don't know.
You scroll up, Taper Tech had, he wanted to know, you talked about the planes ending up in the trees, but have you ever completely destroyed a product while testing?
That's actually a scary situation. Like, that's a nightmare that I have, that we're in the middle of shooting a video and the product breaks. And I've been able to shoot it.
That's happened.
Yeah, that Alltech Lansing, but that wasn't my fault, right? Like, I didn't actually destroy that one myself. I don't think I've actually destroyed one. We've had things break. RC car.
Oh my God.
Remember during the RC car showdown?
Right.
We had one, it went off a jump and it came down, and it came down in like 6 pieces. So yeah, I guess it's happened. But that's the great thing about this, because Amazon is, we don't get our product directly from the manufacturer. We get it from Amazon. So they're kind of the middleman. So we can give good reviews. We could give bad reviews. It doesn't really matter. But that sort of independence, the Amazon sellers, they're so good to us. I mean, whenever we break something or have a problem or lose a power adapter like we did on the Frisbee thrower thing, I mean, they're always quick to replace them. So, that's the awesome part about this gig.
Yeah. No, I can't think of anything we destroyed. We lost the P40. Was it the P41?
Yes, we did have to buy a new one of those because we lost it up in the top of that huge tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, looking through here. Brandon, was there any others that I missed? I'm just scrolling through right here.
Email me later says, does or has Gary ever worked in radio? His voice is great.
No, I've been an advertising executive, been in kind of the world of sports sponsorship for the last 30 years. Never done any radio.
Did you always know you had a great voice, or did you discover it when we started doing this?
I still don't think I have a great voice.
Well, obviously you do. Everybody. Well, the majority of people say it. I did see a comment one time with a guy, must have been some guy you bullied in high school or something.
I don't know who that guy was, but I'm still looking for you. Come say it to my face, dude.
He's the only person I've ever had say that your voice was annoying.
Yeah.
So,
well, that guy.
I figure he knew you.
That guy better look out. I'm not playing anymore. I'll come for you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's funny, man. You can get 10,000 positive comments and that one troll that says something mean. You know me. I just go
Totally.
I go unhinged. Oh yeah, who is this guy? Let's look into his background. Right? God, it bugs me, man. It's like, dude, we bust our butts putting out these videos, and you got some Hoosier, right, that's gonna like say some mean comment, like, dude, really?
So now
Really?
you guys see, don't ever tell Gary he has a bad voice.
No, it's not even the voice. It's stuff that we can, that like you can't really control, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. What else?
Gabrielle was saying, are you guys featuring a video or product giveaway donations again? Or of product giveaway?
Yeah, Gabrielle. Yeah.
I would love to go and help volunteer.
That is so cool that you mentioned that, Gabrielle. Brandon and Matt and myself have just been talking about, what can we do from a charitable aspect, to help people. And we've got some ideas that we've been kind of marinating on that will, I think we should have them kind of hashed out this week where we can make an announcement and let you guys know. And I wouldn't even say how you can help. Obviously your input is helpful, but I think one of the ideas that we have would let you guys be involved in us giving to somebody in need or a group in need. And I'll just leave it at that. We're still feeling out or figuring out the details, but we will let you guys know how you can be involved. And Gabrielle, thank you for mentioning that. If we do anything that involves on site here in the Phoenix area, we'll be sure and let you know for sure on that. But we're cooking up something. We'll have it hammered out here and figured out. I would think by the end of this upcoming week, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
But yeah, we're definitely planning something for Christmas.
Yeah, that impacts, people that, in a positive way, people that need help.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been collecting a lot of toys here, and we're ready.
All right, Brandon, what else?
Tabor Tech wants to know, have you ever scored a product a 1?
I'm
my
sorry, I didn't get
gosh.
that. Can you repeat the question, Gary?
Have we ever scored, Tabor Tech wants to know, have we ever scored a product, a score of 1?
What's the lowest? We gave a 3, I think, one time. The movie projector was probably one of the worst food products we've done.
I think, listen, the reason there probably hasn't been a 1, is we don't want to waste your guys' time, reviewing something that's an absolute turd, right?
Yeah.
Like, we have a pretty good sense of whether or not the product's going to be decent. When Matt starts, going through and putting it through its paces, he gets a better understanding of whether it's, a really good product or not. But, I think we start out selecting products that we know aren't going to be, 1s.
Yeah.
That said, we've talked about doing some videos where I guess I would call them buyer beware videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Amazon scams. Just to kind of, I guess, give you guys a heads up, a warning on some things to look out for. There's a couple products out there that you've had your eye on. The one oil
Yeah, there's a lot of products out there that, you know, claim to, you plug this into your cigarette lighter and all of a sudden you get 50% better gas mileage, right? I mean,
Bullshit.
obviously from a mechanical standpoint, that's impossible. As far as, you know, just products we've gotten, you know, from Amazon to review, yeah, we've given plenty of ones there. You know, we've not plenty, but we've gotten several products that, I mean, just straight up dog crap. And, you know, we review them as such. A lot of times things will just come and they're, you know, not as described, or, you know, you'll see plastic things where the flashing, you know, where they inject the plastic into it, it has, you know, big knobs and stuff. You could just tell the manufacturing quality is really poor on them. But it doesn't happen that often, but it does, where we get a product that is just really crap and deserves a 1.
All right. Anything else?
Dana was asking if we've come up with what's going to happen with the unclean products.
Yeah,
And-
we're looking at various. Here's the thing: we've had several occasions where somebody comes back to us after this live stream. Even we've had one person in the past, like 3 months later, but we still had the product on the shelf. You know, in that case, we held on to it and we were able to give it to them. So no, we haven't quite decided on what we're going to do with them. We thought maybe about doing, donating to charity. We talked about putting it back into the winner circle, but then it's not a guest product review. So we're trying to keep those things separate. So we're thinking about it. We're looking at various options, but no, we haven't landed on exactly what we're going to do yet.
Brooklyn English Bulldog had mentioned earlier in the chat, she loves the crafting stuff, like the etchers and the woodworking stuff.
Yes.
You know, what was the...
I love those too. I really do. Like the laser engravers.
The laser engraver, that did really well. That seemed to be a pretty popular video.
Yeah. And there's all kinds of cool stuff you could do. You know, we just etched. You can cut stuff with those. You know, we only did wood. You could do etching on glass and cut wood and cut plastic and make really cool things out of it. You know.
Brandon, anything else that I might have missed?
Let's do one more. Tabor was saying, so have you ever reviewed something and didn't record a review or stream a review of it?
Oh, all the time. So, you know, we get 8 products a day from Amazon. So, we only do 3, so 56 items a week. We make 3 videos a week. So we're left with 53 other items that, you know, we'll do, you know, just a written review on Amazon on. Yeah, there's a lot of products we don't do video reviews on. And there's a lot of products, too, that we go and review it. And we're not doing a video review of it. But then after just trying it out, we realize, man, this is a really great product. And then we put it on the calendar to actually do a video review of it. So it's gone both ways for us.
All right. I saw a comment on there, and I forget who it's from. They want to see Brandon.
Okay.
So flip the switch.
It's on.
Is it on?
Yes.
There's Brandon. What's up, guys? Brandon's the man.
That's me.
And this is behind the scenes, guys. This is what the studio looks like. You got Silver here.
Silver's such a good movie dog. He's my unpaid production assistant, and he's always there. 90% of the time, he does what I ask him.
Sweet.
Do you want to...
So we ready for some giveaways? What's next?
All right. Are we shutting it down?
I think so.
How many entries we up to?
What do we got here? 43.
All right. It's pretty good odds of winning.
All right. Should we give him like 2 more minutes? Or just shut it down? Let's do it. I'm shutting it down. All right, we are accepting no more entries. So now let me download all of the entries into the Wheel of Fortune. This would be a good one. Boom. Okay, where's the Wheel of Fortune? Right here. Oh, look at that. That is impressive.
But this is the most names we've had on the wheel, isn't it?
43.
Not bad.
All right, here we go. So what do we want to start with? Do you want to start with the smart goggles by Therabody, or do you want to save that to the end?
Well, let's do it.
All right. My screen. Wait a second. Let me go full screen here. Okay. Here we go. For the smart goggles by Therabody, we'll spin the wheel. Kishi32 at Gmail. I'll have to associate that with a YouTube name, but congratulations, you're the winner of the smart goggles by Therabody, wearable facial massage device. I like it. All right. Coming up next is the Nikon. Matt, want to hold those up? The Nikon MGX Pro for iPhone. All right, here we go. Boom. Spin that wheel.
So I started playing Call of Duty last week with Hawk, the new one. You and I, we've gotten into it over the years, but
Na Falazahara 2008 at yahoo.com. Congratulations. You are the winner of the what is it? The Nikon?
yes.
Congratulations. All right, here we go. The HYTE Eclipse HG10 wireless gaming headset. Matt, I miss the days of Call of Duty when we used to strap the headphones on and play online.
Oh man, it's
fun.
It's amazing when you strap those things on. It just takes you right back. All of a sudden, you're a kid again.
Swing GX Tour at Outlook.com. Congratulations. You're the winner of the HYTE Eclipse HG10 wireless gaming headset. So here's what's going to happen. In the next 24 hours, I will reach out to you guys via email, and we'll do some coordination on how we get these 3 items to you. So be on the lookout for an email from me. And congratulations to each of our 3 winners.
And if you want to win the DeWalt, come back tomorrow. We'll drop that video tomorrow.
Monday.
Or I'm sorry, Monday. And again, enter on that video to win the DeWalt on Monday.
That's right. So it's been, what, an hour and a half almost on the live stream? And it seems like it just went like that.
Yes.
So quick. So it's Thanksgiving next week, right?
Yes.
And I think we want to wish you guys all a wonderful Thanksgiving. We're thankful for you guys for sure and your support of the channel. We've been at this now for almost 18 months, 19 months?
Yeah, 1.5 years almost.
Yeah, and you guys, the audience out there, really make it a special thing for us. And we really appreciate all the supporters, the subscribers, the members of the Winner's Circle. And we wish you guys a healthy and prosperous Thanksgiving next week. And we just think, should we get a little whiskey?
No. Oh my goodness, Gary. So yeah, you doing anything for your Thanksgiving, Gary? I know I am staying here in town, I think, and just gonna relax. I'm looking forward to, yeah, just relaxing. Oh boy.
We got to go out with a toast for Thanksgiving.
All right, let's do the Thanksgiving toast.
Darren, thank you, brother.
Again, if you're new to the channel, we got this bourbon from Darren, who is a subscriber, and
Darren Lincoln. He owns a distillery called Cotton Hollow Distilling. He was kind enough to hook us up with this limited release Cotton Hollow Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
So whenever we have something to celebrate, we bust it out. So here's celebrating you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Cheers.
Cheers.